Hello everyone, welcome back to Country Facts. Today, we are traveling to one of the most beautiful and historic places in Europe, Scotland. Imagine standing beside a mysterious lake that may hide a legendary creature, walking through castles that are hundreds of years old, climbing rugged mountains, and listening to the haunting sound of bagpipes echoing across green valleys. Scotland is a land where history, nature, and culture come together in unforgettable ways. Did you know that Scotland has more than 790 islands, over 30,000 freshwater lochs, and some of the oldest standing buildings in Europe? It is also home to world-famous inventions, legendary heroes, and breathtaking landscapes that have appeared in many movies and television series. Although Scotland is part of the United Kingdom, it has its own legal system, education system, church, and parliament, making it unique among the UK's nations. From medieval castles to modern cities, Scotland offers a fascinating blend of tradition and innovation. In this documentary, we'll explore Scotland's geography, history, culture, famous landmarks, delicious food, wildlife, and much more. Let's begin our journey through this remarkable country. Scotland is one of the 4 countries that make up the United Kingdom, alongside England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. It occupies the northern third of the island of Great Britain and shares its only land border with England to the south. The official name is simply Scotland. The name comes from the Latin word Scoti, used by the Romans to describe the Gaelic-speaking people who settled in the region many centuries ago. Scotland's flag is known as the Saltire or St. Andrew's Cross. It features a white diagonal cross on a blue background. According to tradition, St. Andrew, Scotland's patron saint, was crucified on an X-shaped cross, which became the symbol of the nation. Scotland does not have an officially adopted national anthem. However, songs such as Flower of Scotland and Scotland the Brave are widely performed during sporting events and national celebrations. The capital city is Edinburgh, famous for its medieval Old Town, elegant Georgian New Town, and the iconic Edinburgh Castle. The largest city is Glasgow, known for its rich industrial heritage, world-class museums, music scene, and vibrant culture. Scotland covers an area of approximately 77,933 square kilometers and has a population of around 5.5 million people. Although much of the country is rural, most people live in the central belt between Glasgow and Edinburgh. The currency used is the pound sterling GBP. Scottish banks also issue their own banknotes, which are accepted throughout Scotland and can usually be used elsewhere in the United Kingdom. The main language spoken is English, while Scottish Gaelic and Scots are also recognized as important national languages. Gaelic is spoken mainly in the Highlands and the Western Isles, while Scots is widely spoken in many parts of the country. Scotland follows the same time zone as the rest of the United Kingdom, Greenwich Mean Time GMT in winter and British Summertime BST in summer. People drive on the left-hand side of the road, just like in the rest of the UK. Scotland's national animal is the unicorn, a mythical creature chosen centuries ago as a symbol of purity, strength, and independence. Its national flower is the thistle, said to have saved Scottish warriors by warning them of an invading army. The national tree is the Scots pine, one of the country's most iconic native trees. Scotland does not have an officially designated national bird or national fruit. Traditional Scottish cuisine includes haggis, often regarded as the national dish. Other popular foods include smoked salmon, Scotch broth, oatcakes, shortbread, and Aberdeen Angus beef. Football and rugby are among the country's most popular sports, while golf holds a special place in Scottish history. The modern game of golf developed in Scotland, and the famous town of St. Andrews is often called the home of golf. Scotland is bordered only by England on land. To the east lies the North Sea, to the north and west the Atlantic Ocean, and to the southwest the Irish Sea. Scotland is famous for its spectacular landscapes. Despite its relatively small size, it contains dramatic mountains, deep valleys, sparkling lochs, rugged coastlines, rolling hills, forests, and hundreds of islands. Geographers usually divide Scotland into three main regions: the Highlands and Islands, the Central Lowlands, and the Southern Uplands. The Highlands are among the most scenic areas in Europe. Towering mountains, ancient glens, and remote villages attract visitors from around the world. This region is less densely populated than the rest of Scotland, but is rich in natural beauty and wildlife. Scotland's highest mountain is Ben Nevis, standing at 1,345 meters above sea level. Located near the town of Fort William, Ben Nevis attracts thousands of climbers each year and offers spectacular views on clear days. The Central Lowlands contains Scotland's largest cities, including Edinburgh and Glasgow. This region has fertile farmland, industries, universities, and most of the country's population. The Southern Uplands consist of rolling hills and peaceful countryside stretching towards the English border. Scotland has more than 790 islands, of which around 90 are permanently inhabited. The largest island is Lewis and Harris, while famous island groups include the Orkney Islands, Shetland Islands, and the Inner and Outer Hebrides. One of Scotland's most famous natural features is its lochs, the Scottish word for lakes. There are more than 30,000 freshwater lochs, including the world-famous Loch Ness, known for the legendary Loch Ness Monster. Although no scientific evidence has ever confirmed the creature's existence, the legend continues to fascinate millions of people. Scotland's longest river is the River Tay, stretching about 188 kilometers. Other important rivers include the Clyde, Spey, Dee, and Tweed. The country experiences a temperate oceanic climate, meaning the weather is generally mild but often unpredictable. Rain can occur at any time of the year, especially in the Western Highlands, while eastern regions are usually drier. Spring brings colorful flowers and longer daylight hours. Summers are cool and pleasant, with temperatures typically ranging from 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. Autumn paints forests in brilliant shades of gold and red, while winters are cold, particularly in mountainous areas where snowfall is common. Scotland has no true deserts. Instead, its landscapes range from peat bogs and moorlands to fertile plains and dense forests. Natural resources include North Sea oil and natural gas, renewable wind energy, hydroelectric power, timber, fish, and high-quality agricultural land. Scotland is internationally recognized for its conservation efforts. The country has two official national parks: Cairngorms National Park, the largest national park in the United Kingdom, and Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park, famous for its forests, mountains, and beautiful freshwater lochs. Several locations in Scotland are recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These include St. Kilda, famous for its dramatic cliffs and seabird colonies. The heart of Neolithic Orkney, featuring prehistoric monuments over 5,000 years old. New Lanark, an important industrial heritage village. And the old and new towns of Edinburgh, celebrated for their remarkable architecture. Natural disasters are relatively uncommon in Scotland. However, severe winter storms, flooding, coastal erosion, and occasional landslides can occur during periods of heavy rainfall. The story of Scotland stretches back thousands of years. Archaeological discoveries show that people settled here soon after the last ice age, more than 10,000 years ago. During prehistoric times, ancient communities built remarkable stone monuments that still survive today. Sites such as Scarabray in Orkney, one of Europe's best preserved Neolithic villages, provide valuable insight into life over 5,000 years ago. By the 1st century AD, the Romans had conquered much of Britain but struggled to control northern Scotland. Fierce local tribes, including the Picts, resisted Roman expansion. The Romans built Hadrian's Wall farther south to defend the northern frontier of their empire. Over the following centuries, the Gaels from Ireland settled in western Scotland, bringing their language and culture. Eventually, the Picts and Gaels united under Kenneth MacAlpin around the year 843, creating the Kingdom of Alba, the foundation of medieval Scotland. Throughout the Middle Ages, Scotland defended its independence against repeated invasions from England. One of the country's greatest national heroes was William Wallace, who led Scottish forces during the Wars of Independence in the late 13th century. Another famous king, Robert the Bruce, secured a major Scottish victory at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314, helping preserve Scotland's independence. In 1603, King James VI of Scotland also became King James I of England, joining the crowns of both kingdoms while they remained separate states. A major turning point came in 1707, when the Acts of Union united the parliaments of Scotland and England, creating the Kingdom of Great Britain. Although Scotland became part of the new kingdom, it retained its own legal system, education system, and church. The Scottish Enlightenment during the 18th century transformed science, philosophy, economics, and medicine. Great thinkers such as Adam Smith, David Hume, and James Hutton made contributions that influenced the entire world. During the Industrial Revolution, cities such as Glasgow became global centers of shipbuilding, engineering, and manufacturing. Scottish inventors and engineers played important roles in developing modern technology. In the 20th century, Scotland contributed significantly during both World Wars. Thousands of Scottish soldiers served with distinction, while industries supported the war effort. In 1999, after nearly 3 centuries, Scotland regained its own devolved parliament in Edinburgh. Today, the Scottish Parliament has authority over many domestic matters, including education, health, transport, and justice, while some responsibilities remain with the UK Parliament in London. Modern Scotland is internationally respected for its education, scientific research, renewable energy projects, rich cultural traditions, and stunning natural beauty. It continues to celebrate its unique identity while remaining an important part of the United Kingdom. Thank you for joining us for part 1 of our journey through Scotland. In the next part, we'll explore Scotland's government, people, traditions, culture, delicious foods, and some of its most incredible tourist attractions. Thank you for joining us for part 1 of our journey through Scotland. In the next part, we'll explore Scotland's government, people, traditions, culture, delicious foods, and some of its most incredible tourist attractions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Country Facts, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next journey around the world. Thank you for watching, and bye!